Hello, hi. The last video I recorded was during a really bad depressive episode, and it looks the part, and it turned out pretty bad. But I still wanted to make a point out of it to post it anyway, because I'm working on learning to fail and learning to just accept whatever happened and just stick with it. Um, and today I wanted to talk about something that I learned from my new therapist. In total, I've been like 2 years in therapy, I'd say. And most of it was psychoanalysis with a really intelligent older guy who was very helpful. And he taught me, as psychoanalysis does, he taught me to analyze the feelings that I'm getting and link them to certain events from the past, like figure out why am I feeling a certain way, what could cause that, what kind of like patterns do I have, and things such as that. And most of it is just me talking out loud and processing stuff, and him just jumping in when he sees that there is something that I need his help with, or that there is something to point out, or things like that. And I thought for a long time after being somewhat done with that, like there was a break for about 2 years between that and the new person that I started seeing a couple of months ago. And I thought for a very long time that that is all therapy is. And it's just taking your subconscious stuff and pulling it out in front of you, like into your consciousness, and processing it that way. Excuse me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. And what I learned with this new school of therapy, and it's called like Gestalt therapy, is that there is a second part to it, and it's a super important part, which is actually feeling out your emotions. So like there's a feeling that you um, escaped from. You maybe rationalized it out. Maybe you um, covered it with alcohol or some other distraction or things like that. It's just a thing that you didn't feel when you had to, and you didn't process when you had to. And it's not like it's your fault. It's just you didn't have the capacity to do it at the time. Your survival mechanisms were firing on all cylinders, and so there was no room for emotional processing. But the point of it is that now is the time for emotional processing. And a very important exercise that she taught me to do is focusing on what I want, because my life situation and my upbringing sort of put me in a position where I couldn't really make decisions out of wanting something. It's more like having to survive. It's just being in nonstop survival mode, basically. So I didn't have room for proper self exploration or for living or engaging in things I actually like felt like doing. It was more like, okay, there's another disaster, and there's another like fight in the kitchen, so I have to go like rescue my little sister or stuff like that. And so what I'm learning now, and what I learned about other people, is that for a lot of them it's very normal to make decisions based on um, what they want, which it sounds crazy, like no shit. Of course, that's how it is. But for, I imagine a lot of us, it's not how it is. And figuring out what you want and what your personal desire is, um, it's actually very complicated if you are normally not making decisions that way. So, for example, for me, it was what makes me safe from criticism, what makes me safe from like the outside world, basically. That was my core decision making principle. Like something that puts me in a position where I cannot be harmed or something like that. It's not necessarily a super bad thing, but it stopped me from exploring things I am learning now that I actually want to explore. And so something that I do now consistently, and I'm still not sure, uh, like I'm still not that good at it, is I sit down and I'm trying to pick out like maybe 3, 4, 5 things that I want to do. It can be a massive, like global life changing thing. Like, okay, I want to get a new job or something like that. Or it can be, I want to go get ice cream. So it's just something that I'm doing to get more in touch with my actual self as opposed to the self that is designed for protection and survival. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share today, and maybe it's something that can actually help you. I hope so. So yeah, thanks for sitting through this. Take care.